Buckle up because we're about to dive into a celebrity whirlwind that's got everyone talking. Imagine stepping into a world where reality TV, music, and romance collide in the most unexpected way. Because that's exactly what's happening with Brooke Bailey and Jim Jones. The latest rumors are sending shockwaves through social media, leaving fans in a frenzy, desperate for answers. Could it be true? Has Jim Jones, the legendary hip-hop icon, moved on from Chrissy Lampkin so soon, and with none other than Brooke Bailey? Before the speculation spirals out of control, let's break it down. Just a few weeks ago, Jim and Chrissy's longtime relationship came to a dramatic end, marking the close of a 15-year chapter filled with love, loyalty, and a fair share of ups and downs. Chrissy herself announced that she was done, officially moving on. But if the whispers are to be believed, Jim didn't waste much time either. Enter Brooke Bailey. Known for her time on Basketball Wives and her striking presence in the entertainment industry, Brooke's name is now being linked to Jim in ways that no one saw coming. The fuel to the fire? A picture that surfaced online showing Jim and Brooke cozied up, all smiles, dressed in what appears to be wedding attire. The internet lost its mind. Were they really married? Was this a secret ceremony? Or was this just another case of social media playing tricks on our minds? The setting of the photo itself was pure romance, idyllic, intimate, and oozing with an undeniable chemistry that had fans putting on their detective hats. Brooke, draped in an elegant white gown, stood next to Jim, who looked dapper in a perfectly tailored suit. It was a picture-perfect moment, but was it real? Or was this just a carefully curated scene for an upcoming project? Maybe a music video, or even a new reality TV storyline. Skeptics have been quick to suggest that this could all be an elaborate PR move. After all, celebrities have mastered the art of keeping fans guessing, blurring the lines between personal milestones and promotional stunts. But if there's even a shred of truth to this, it raises some serious questions. How fast did Jim actually move on? Was there already something brewing between him and Brooke before his split with Chrissy? And if so, was infidelity the real reason behind Jim and Chrissy's sudden breakup? These are the burning questions that fans can't stop asking. And while some are eager to celebrate Jim's alleged new relationship, others are furious, accusing him of disrespecting the years Chrissy devoted to their partnership. Chrissy's reaction, or lack thereof, has only added fuel to the speculation. How does she feel about all this? Is she truly over Jim, or is this latest revelation reopening old wounds? One fan summed it up best: insane. After 15 years, Chrissy deserved better. If this is true, Jim just threw away everything for what? Another reality TV moment? Whether this is love, a publicity stunt, or something in between, one thing is for sure: this saga is far from over. And as more details emerge, the internet will be watching closely, waiting for the next shocking twist. The internet is buzzing with speculation, but one burning question remains. Will she break her silence? Will Chrissy Lampkin respond to the swirling rumors, or will she maintain her dignity by keeping quiet? Given her reputation for honesty and boldness, some fans believe she might even make a grand return to reality TV, offering viewers an intimate, behind-the-scenes look at her journey post-breakup. While many hope this is nothing more than a publicity stunt, others see it as a natural chapter in life. People move on after all. But if the whispers of a wedding are true, this could be a major turning point for Brooke Bailey, who has faced her fair share of romantic turbulence. A fresh start, a new chapter, and a chance to rewrite her story. Marrying Jim Jones, however, comes with its own complexities. Both personally and professionally, their alleged union is under relentless public scrutiny. Chrissy was a massive part of Jim's life for over a decade, and no matter what happens, comparisons between the two women are inevitable. Some see this as Jim's opportunity to start over, free from the past's lingering shadows, but others wonder if this is merely another highly orchestrated media play. One thing is certain: whether this is a true love story or a carefully curated publicity move, the speculation isn't dying down anytime soon. What do you think? Is this just another chapter in the never-ending saga of reality TV drama? Or did Brooke and Jim genuinely take the plunge and say, "I do"? Are they both truly starting over, or is there more to the story than meets the eye? No matter where you stand, we want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest celebrity scoops, scandals, and surprises. Like, share, and subscribe to make sure you never miss a moment of the drama. Meanwhile, as the world debates this alleged romance, Jim Jones himself has been reflecting on his past. He has expressed deep regret for some of the choices he's made, acknowledging how quickly emotions can spiral out of control and lead to irreversible consequences. By sharing his story, he hopes others can learn from his mistakes and avoid similar missteps. Jim has come to terms with the fact that no amount of justifications can erase the past. This chapter of his life, one filled with pain, regret, and valuable lessons, has shown him the importance of accountability, forgiveness, and emotional maturity. It's no longer about the mistakes he made, but about how he chooses to grow from them. At this point, his focus is clear: to move forward, to evolve, and to nurture the relationships that truly matter. Determined to become a better man, Jim is committed to ensuring that the missteps of yesterday don't define his tomorrow. The question remains: will this new chapter bring redemption, or is it just another twist in a story that keeps us all watching? Stay tuned. It all started with a joke, or at least that's how it seemed. Jim had heard it before: the playful banter, the teasing, the eye-roll-inducing comments that made light of serious situations. But this time, it wasn't just a joke. This time it was personal. His mother was getting a massage, Zeke was getting a lap dance in his own backyard, and somehow, it was all being brushed off as just another wild night. The following days were nothing short of a nightmare. Tensions escalated, and the house became a battlefield of words. Jim vividly recalled the emotionally charged clashes between Chrissy and Rashid, shouting matches filled with accusations, defensiveness, and raw emotion. The more he tried to mediate, the worse things got. Every attempt to restore peace only seemed to ignite new flames. He was caught between two of the most important people in his life: the woman he loved and the sister he had always protected. And he was losing control. Jim could still picture it as if it had happened just moments ago. The air was thick with unresolved anger. Chrissy was fuming, her voice sharp and unwavering as she once again accused Rashid of stealing money. Rashid, exasperated and overwhelmed, stood her ground, fiercely denying the allegations. The weight of the moment pressed down on Jim as he positioned himself between them, trying once more to calm the storm. But this time, the emotions swirling inside him, anger, frustration, helplessness, boiled over. The sharp crack of his palm against Chrissy's face echoed in his mind like a never-ending replay. He had never imagined himself capable of such a thing. The moment it happened, regret crashed into him like a tidal wave. The look on Chrissy's face, shock, hurt, and betrayal, all woven together in a single devastating expression, was something he would never forget. Everyone present was paralyzed, stunned into stillness by what had just unfolded. The weight of his mistake settled heavily on his shoulders. This wasn't just an argument gone too far. This was a line that should never have been crossed. The aftermath was brutal. The incident became the subject of intense media scrutiny, with social media erupting in judgment. Strangers dissected every detail, forming their own narratives, oblivious to the emotions and regrets that consumed Jim in private. They didn't see his sleepless nights, his desperate attempts to understand how he had let himself lose control. They didn't know the guilt that gnawed at him, the realization that no apology could ever erase what had happened. Beyond the public outcry, there was the deeply personal pain of knowing he had hurt someone he loved. Rashid would forever live with the knowledge of what had transpired, and Jim himself would never fully escape the weight of that truth. No matter how many times he tried to explain the context, no justification could undo his actions. The damage had been done. Rebuilding his relationship with Chrissy became his sole focus. He worked tirelessly to regain the trust that had been shattered that day. Whether the money had actually been stolen, or whether it had all been a misunderstanding, no longer mattered. The damage between Chrissy and Rashid was irreversible, a rift that would never fully heal. And Jim had to live with the fact that he had played a role in it. Jim spent countless hours reflecting on that day, on the choices he had made, on the person he had become. He understood more than ever how emotions could spiral out of control, how a single moment of unchecked anger could lead to a lifetime of regret. By sharing his experience, he hoped others would learn from his mistakes, hoped they would see the warning signs before they, too, made choices they could never take back. There was no justification for what had happened, no excuse that could make it right. But there was a lesson, a painful, gut-wrenching lesson in accountability, in forgiveness, in managing emotions before they cause irreparable harm. At this stage, there was only one path forward: growth, maturity, redemption. Jim knew he had to become a better man, not just for himself, but for the people who still stood by him. And above all, he had to ensure that the mistakes of his past would never define his future.